This tutorial is for Mineralocity users seeking to understand the Geologic tab within the Analytics page. So let's start by clicking on the Analytics button, which lands on our Area of Interest tab showing the producers that Birdject has mapped across the US, and go one more tab over. Here we can visualize the various geologic bodies as well as their correlation to the producers we've mapped. In this particular visual, we have three layers that are currently toggled on. One is a general geology layer. Another is the geologic bodies that correlate to the producers we've mapped, as well as the producers themselves. So let's go ahead and get some context to what these layers are. So let's first by click on Feature Info, and we'll zoom into a specific spot. Here, when you click on a body that is highlighted in brown with yellow bordering, you will find that it populates with a breakdown of information here on the tab on the right. In here, you can get the geologic unit name, the geologic unit age, the geologic types present, a link that gives you the breakdown of the geologic information, as well as a document of the original geologic bodies for additional referencing, and information that we've captured as far as which producers are actively present on this body. If you go over to the second tab, you'll find that it doesn't populate with anything because that populates from the bodies when you click on that are not brown with yellow border. So with this geology with production, we can see that the production categories present within this body are construction aggregate producers who specifically produce construction sand and gravel. And if there are multiple, we even give a breakdown of the total number of producers of their various categories present. To kind of demonstrate that on a different body, we can go and move to something that has a bit more variance of production, such as this big producer body. Click on this. This tells us that this is the Ogalala group or formation unit name with the age group here, the major geologic types present. And we can also see that there is now two production categories present, such as aggregates, as well as the industrial minerals. And the specific types of production are construction, sand and gravel, sand, general production as not classified by MSHA, as well as silica sands and specialty production. We can see that within this body, there are 21 construction aggregate producers and 2 industrial mineral producers. So this gives you a simple breakdown of that information. If you click on something that is not highlighted in brown or yellow, you will see this information pop up on this second tab, which simply summarizes the geologic information according to its unit name, age, geologic types, and the geologic documentation relevant to it. And there's no producers on this, so you won't see a breakdown of that information here. Now let's go ahead and talk about some of these additional tabs. This is the legend, where you will find the symbology and descriptions for all of the layers turned on within this visual, as well as any additional layers you turn on within this given map. Within this tab, you will find various filter options. The most common you will find is the quick search function, which allows you to search for producer category or production type, which will then apply to the producer points, as well as the geologic bodies with ground truth production. This is fairly case and word sensitive, so you'll want to keep very close to the descriptions within the given fields of the categories and types. In this case, let's search for construction aggregates. Though it says no results found, you can hit enter, and you will see that the filter applies to the points and the bodies present, to which now you can see the relevancy of the geologic bodies to the construction aggregates industry. You can also search for specific words, such as granite. When you search for granite, you will see that there are construction aggregate points populated, as well as dimension stone points added as well, which reflects the fact that there are dimension granite stone producers and aggregate producers in these relevant bodies present. You can also search for things such as precious metals, such as gold, and that will highlight the points and bodies present. You can then likewise click on the bodies relevant as they are filtered, and then go back to the feature info page and see the breakdown of the information that you've clicked on relevant to that body. We also provide additional filtering should you want to filter by specific numeric conditions, such as the minimum number of producers within a specific category over one specific body. In this case, you can turn this filter on and say, I want to find all bodies where there's at least 15 construction aggregate producers present. Type in 15, hit enter, and you'll see that the geologic bodies filter down, but within these given tabs, the points don't filter down, but we can turn them off for this given filter. You can apply additional filters or change the number, help narrow down your targets of interest. But say that you also want to find a body that has various different types of production when it comes to categories. So we can go here, we can turn on the filter. Say you want to find where there's at least 15 aggregate producers and at least 2 dimension stone producers. You can type those in, click enter, and you'll find these bodies relevant to that location. So this can be a different way that you can find specific geologic targets for further exploration purposes for your business.